nice. There's some, yeah. It's the hecklers there. All right. All right, welcome to Hockey Night in Troy here. It's Monday night, January 27th, and Troy's here to take on Mason. Mason, the visiting team, and Troy Trojans are coming off of 3 games in a row, and this is game number 4. This is a pretty critical game for them with Mason. Between Troy Trojans, Mason, and Alter, they've been kind of jockeying for position and seeding for the end-of-year tournament. So it's not just the objective to win, but the objective to score as many goals as possible to help secure that seeding position. While they're warming up, I'm going to run down through our lineup for tonight. So our captains, Cooper Sexton, number 4, senior, forward. Brady Smith, captain, number 8, senior, he's a forward. Luke Harris, assistant captain, number 7, junior. He plays defense. Eli Winning, assistant captain, number 24, junior. He's on offense. We got announcements here in the arena. All right, the remainder of your lineup on forwards: Ian Francis Knott, number 14, junior. Anthony Scalise, number 27, junior. Kyle McGurk, number 9, junior. Ethan Beidel, number 10, junior. Carson Smith, number 16, junior. Will Barnes, number 25, junior. Carson Sentman, number 2, sophomore. And further on defense, Andrew Condi, number 12, senior. Anthony Spirito, number 15, sophomore. Tristan Tidwell, number 28, sophomore. Perry Schweitzer, number 21, freshman. He'll be out tonight with the elbow injury. Also, Brayson Staten in goal, number 1, junior. And Tristan Miramontes in goal, number 35, sophomore. Your head coaches are Preston Howes and assistant coach Lee Underwood. So last time the Troy Trojans met up with Mason, it was down at Queen City. That was back in December. And they were victorious 3-2. In fact, those 3 goals, all 3 of them scored by Brady Smith. He had a hat trick that night. That was also the night of the infamous shark being thrown on the ice. Between the second and third periods, I had gone down to the restroom, and some boys in there were definitely up to some mischief and kind of laughing to themselves. And they asked me if I'd ever seen a shark thrown on the ice firsthand. I said no. I said I was about to. So midway through the third period, they opened the end door down there on the YP rink at Queen City, and out came that shark, a literal shark. Kind of funny, the ref didn't know what to do with it. So one of the coaches from Mason went out, picked it up, cleared the ice. So looking through the weekend, this past Friday, the Troy Trojans took on Springboro Panthers down at South Metro. They were victorious 4-0. Then they played Elder at Northlands on Saturday night, won to 10-0. And then played last night here at historic Hobart Arena, won 6-3 over Worthington Kilbourne. So tonight I expect this game's probably going to be a close one, and it's probably going to be an aggressive one. Mason tends to come out pretty aggressive. Lots of hits, lots of physicality. Looks like they've also got a few more people on their team, so they've got a little more time to trade people out. So we got 3 games coming up this weekend. Friday evening up at the Tam O'Shanter in Toledo. Troy Trojans will be taking on, doggone, which team were they taking on? Have to get my schedule out. It's Whitmer. Better just pull the schedule out to be safe. Try to not do this from memory. So Friday night at the Tam O'Shanter, 6 p.m. against Whitmer. We'll be doing that live stream, so feel free to join us. If you want to make the drive up to Toledo, that'd be great as well to support the team. Saturday, February 1st, there'll be away. 8:30 p.m. game against Beaver Creek at the Kettering Rec Center.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the starting lineups and the coaches for both teams, starting with our visitors from the Mason Commons.
So next Sunday, February 2nd, will be senior night. Last home game for the team. 5:45 p.m. here at Hobart Arena. That's against Alter.
At left wing, number 4, Tanner Lehman. At right wing, number 5, Peter Marietta. At center, number 6, Eli Needorf. And in the goal, Grayson Atkins. Head coach of the Comics is James Cannon. His assistants, Joel Noss, Tracy Keogh, and Chris Bass. And now, starting at Troy, Iceland Trojans. Back from that defense, number 4, Cooper Sexton. At right defense, number 12, Andrew Conde. And left wing, number 7, Luke Harris. At right wing, number 25, Will Barnes. At center, number 8, Brady Smith. In the goal, Tristan Miramonte. The head coach of the Trojans is Preston Howes, his assistant, Lee Underwood. And now, ladies and gentlemen, live in the greatest country in the world, with freedoms like no other. To honor America and respect for all of those who have served our country and the freedoms we enjoy, we ask that you please rise and face the flag for the playing of our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to remind you that the athletes in this competition are friendly rivals, but they may be extremely competitive. On attendance tonight, everybody is an 80, including young gentlemen. And a sporting behavior and sportsmanship is expected by all in attendance. Please let the young men play, but the coaches coach, let the officials officiate, and let you as spectators be positive. Our referees tonight, Mr. John Fowler and Mr. Cam Maddox.
All right, players getting suited up. We'll be doing face-off here in a moment. 15 minutes on the clock. There's a puck on top of the Trojan net. Oh, it's a refs. All right, calling for the face-off. Coming up to do the face-off for the Trojans, Brady Smith. Looks like Luke Harris and Will Barnes out on wing. Andrew Conde and Cooper Sexton out on defense. Tristan Miramontes in the goal. And we're off. Trojans send it down in the Mason zone, but Mason clears it. Sexton picks it up. Tries to send it up the center, but Mason was right there for it. Mason trying to shoot. Oh, that shot was wide, and Harris picks it up, sends it out to the middle. Mason keeps it in the zone, tries to send it on net, and Conde picks it up. He skates it, clears the zone, sends it on net. And Mason clears the zone. Sexton sends it deep and lays a hit. Number 3 for Mason. Mason trips, it's loose. Barnes go pick it up in the corner, sends it back on center. Mason had a close one there. They did not put a shot on the board for Conde, but he did put it on net. It was on point, and the goalie stopped it, so should be a shot on there. Brady Smith backing it up. Oh, he whiffs on it there. Oh, right to Mason. That one blocked by Miramontes. They centered it up. Mason centered it up. Luke Harris got a handle on it, driving it through the neutral zone. Tried to get it on net. Came off the stick there. Mason charging through. They clear the zone. Conde knocks him off the puck, sends it to the corner. Sexton goes back to get it. Miramontes puts the glove down, stops the play. They'll face off down in the dark corner. This face off by Ian Francis Knott. He's got Carson Smith on wing as well as Eli Winning. He clears it out to Carson Smith. A lot of traffic on him. Got knocked off the puck. Mason clears the zone, sends it across. Spirito sends it back, and Sexton picks it up. He's just making a drive with it, trying to skate through. He makes it. Fancy footwork for Cooper Sexton on that drive. That goal comes at 12:49 in the period. All right. So Brady Smith, Luke Harris, and Will Barnes out on front. Sexton and Spirito on defense. They didn't announce anything yet. We'll see if they credit any assists, but that was mostly Sexton, I think, took it from deep back in the Trojan zone. Smith trying to center it up, gets caught up by Mason.
First goal comes at 2:11. Left side of the first period. Number 4, Cooper Sexton with the goal.
And Harris almost he put it in. It's in. There it is. All right. That second goal comes at 12:21. So the first goal they credited Spirito to Sexton. Sexton with the score, and then the second goal was Luke Harris. We'll see how the assist gets called out. That face-off, Harris sends it down deep. Brady Smith and Will Barnes going in for it. Trojans clear the zone back down. Going to be called icing. No ice, no ice.
First goal comes at 2:39. Left side of the first period. Number 7, Luke Harris with the goal. And the assist to number 8, Brady Smith. It's Smith to Harris at 2:39.
So that assist given to Brady Smith. He's making his way down, dumps it down deep. Ethan Beidle going for it, but Mason sends it down to the other end. Take a brief break here to text my wife back. All right, Sexton from the point. Oh, he scored it! Unbelievable! What an amazing goal. Well, that one comes at 11:17. Well, the boys definitely came to win tonight, that's for sure. I was kind of concerned coming into game number 4 if they'd have the energy or they'd be struggling, but they seem to be connecting. Sexton sends it on through the neutral zone to Beidle. Mason clears the zone, starts to drive, send it down. Sexton caught it in the air, dropped it. Now he just about cleared the zone. Condi picks it up, though. He clears the zone, bounce past to Eli Winning. Mason dumps it deep again.
Trojan goalkeeper 3:47 last time in the first period. Number 4, Cooper Sexton with the goal.
They're driving in again.
And number 14, Ian Francis Knott. It's Francis Knott to goal for Sexton at 3:47 of the first.
All right. So those 3 goals in quick succession. First one was Cooper Sexton from Anthony Spirito. Second one was Luke Harris from Brady Smith. Third goal was Cooper Sexton from Ethan Beidle from Ian Francis Knott. All right, Sexton getting knocked backwards. Number 4 hit number 4. Mason just shot it. Mason made the goal. Gonna be some emotions after that one. All right, Mason goal comes at 9:57 in the period. All right, now a 3-1 game. Crazy 5 minutes. All right, Harris dumps it down low. Barnes picks it up at the wall, sends it back behind the net. Brady's going to chase that down. Brady in the corner. He's trying to center it up. Harris tried to get a stick on it. Back to the point with Sexton. He sends it on net. Very close one. Spirito running back to get it. That one stopped by Miramontes. Scuffle. Punch thrown. Yeah, number 5 from Mason threw a punch. I don't know if he's going to get anything for it or not.
Come and go, team at 5. 03. Elect time in the first period.
All right, Trojans clear the zone. Harris sends it away to Smith. Smith gets a little shove in the boards there. Mason sends it around the wall. They pick it up in the neutral zone. They dump it down in the corner. They'll take advantage of the line change. Sexton taking a run with it. Out across neutral ice. Tried to skate through him. Spirito going up against the boards, but got past him. It's down in the corner. Going to be icing. All right, 3-1 game with 8:50 here in the first period left on the board. Shots on goal currently 8 for Troy and 5 showing for Mason. I've got +1 on the shots on goal. So Condi had one that didn't get put up on the board right at the beginning of the game. Carson Smith knocking him off the puck there in the neutral zone. He sends it out across. Eli Winning going to pick it up. And ends up leaving the zone. Condi dumps it in. Everybody tags up. Mason out across. I'm going to go deep for icing. Nope, they no icing. Sexton puts 25 on his bottom. Mason tried a shot, went high, up over the net. No icing call. Number 14 from Mason picks it up. The Trojans get a hold of it, but ends up giving it up to Mason. Francis Knott with a great move to. It seemed like Mason got called back, but he sends it up to Carson Smith. Oh, Carson Smith got a shot there and he turned around. Sexton knocks him off the puck. Just bounces off the wall, skates on through. He's just making a run with it. Dallies around, sends it out to center. Oh. Now Winning and Francis Knott were both there. Condi with one-timer back from the point. Mason sends it across. They dump it deep, do a line change. I'll call that one icing. The line up down in Mason's zone. All right, Will Barnes lining up for this face-off. Brady Smith with a shot wide. Mason gets down deep in the Trojan zone. They pick it up behind the net, send it around the boards. I didn't quite clear the zone. There it is, there it is. Harris has a chance. Spins it around, sends it out across center, but Mason got there first. They didn't clear the zone, so Smith sends it deep again around the boards. Get picked up by Will Barnes. Mason sends it out. Sexton puts it back down behind the net. Sexton around the boards to Barnes. Mason put it out in front, sent it up the slot, but they couldn't capitalize on it. Now here's a shot. It's still open. They knocked him off the puck, thankfully. Sends it out across and cleared the zone. Harris picks it up, fighting for it on the boards. Harris got it down, but Mason picked it up in their zone. Sexton will pick it up behind the net and make a big run on it. It's on center, it's on center. Oh, got knocked off. Condi sent it forward again, but couldn't capitalize on it. Mason comes away, there's a shot. It's wide. Condi sends it back to the point. Mason comes away with it, shot there. Not sure if that was off of Miramontes' glove when it went up and over, or if it went up and over on its own. Trojans having trouble clearing the zone on this one. There they go. Gonna be icing call. So Mason's finding some momentum here. This puck's been spending more time down in the Trojan zone, so line change here. Ian Francis Knott's going to take the face off. Ethan Beidel on wing, as well as Eli Winning, Spirito and Sexton on defense. There's a stop by Miramontes. Francis Knott taking another face off. Sexton clears the zone out to Beidel. He lost track of it, but ends up getting out in the neutral zone. Mason comes away. Francis Knott gets in there and breaks him off the puck. Sexton keeping it away from him to clear the zone. He dumps it on down deep. No icing. Gonna be icing. All right, still 3-1 game, 4:11 counting down on the clock, and 8-7 shots on goal showing on the clock. I've got 9-7. Actually, I got 9-8. All right, Brady Smith taking the face off. Got Harris and Will Barnes on wing, Sexton and Spirito on D. Back to Spirito. He sends it to the net. Ends up getting a bit of a shot. Got knocked down, but recovered up. Brady Smith comes down, gets that puck away, sends it back to the corner, but Mason tries to center it up. He couldn't take advantage of it. Will Barnes on the skate. Brady Smith. Smith puts it on center. Luke Harris with another shot. Calling it back to center ice. The 3:30 left on the clock. Ian Francis Knott will take this face off. Carson Smith on wing and Eli Winning on wing. Spirito and Sexton still out on defense. Over to the side, Spirito chips it forward. Ian got away with it. Pulled off the puck though by Mason. They're skating through hard. There's a shot blocked by Sexton skates. Spirito tries to bounce past it off the boards. Francis Knott bounced past it to himself and off to Carson Smith. He's got some room. Shot high. That shot was high over the net. Wenning tried to put it back out on center. Now Mason came away with it. Call coming. Number 25, Mason, called with interference. This will be our first penalty of the game, coming at 2:55. That Trojans now on a power play for the next 2 minutes. All right, Ian Francis not out on center. Harrison Winning on wing. And Brady Smith and Cooper Sexton on defense. Mason sends it down to the Trojan zone. Miramontes stops it. Brady Smith picks it up. Sends it across to Eli Winning. Winning with the shot. Oh, they just can't quite get a handle on it. Sexton picks it up behind the net.
12:06 of the first.
He's trying to shake that fella. Sends it out to Francis Knott. He sends it back to Harris, but ends up getting pulled out by Mason. Mason trying to get a shorthanded goal. Bounce passes it back to the point. There it is. It's free. It's free. Go, Harris. Oh, Harris takes a tumble there at the boards. That looked painful. But he sends it out. Eli Winning go pick it up in the corner. He'll send it back to Brady Smith. Smith skates through him. Sends it out across. Harris to pick up again. He sends it back to Sexton at the point. He comes out towards center, sends it on net. Not sure if that doink was a puck or a skate hitting the net. Mason dumps it down low. Brady Smith dodges a hit that looked like he was going to get laid, but Smith takes it in, shot off the glove of Mason's goalie. Comes away, Mason sends it back down to the Trojan zone again. Miramontes stops it, passes it off to Harris. Harris making a run. Mason knocked him off it. Tried to lay a hit on Francis Knott, but he dodged it. There's another shot on goal. Ooh. Mason's been back at full strength for about 20 seconds. About out of the crease, it's in. Oh, it trickled in. It trickled in. That goal comes at 30 seconds left in the period. How unfortunate. Not sure exactly how that one played out, but kind of hard to tell what happened. And look on the face of the Trojans, I think that could have been a cell phone, perhaps. That's what happens with those scrambles that happen up by the net. All right.
14:30 last time in the first period. Number 25, Caleb Alderman with the unassisted goal. Unassisted goal, Alderman in the comments.
Yeah, since they called that unassisted, I think that was a self-goal on accident by the Trojans. They're trying to clear the zone. Sexton sends it up over the heads, but they knock it down. It clears the zone. Number 3 comes out with it. Connie chasing over there. He knocks him off the puck, but they get another shot. That was wide. Whew. All right, close game here now, 3-2. So looking back at period 1.
That means for period, the scores are Troy Trojans 3, the Mason Comets 2. On behalf of the Troy Trojans and the Troy Hockey Boosters, we would like to thank the following Trojan Gold sponsors for their continued support. Thank you to the Dayton Children's Hospital, Deltec Polymers, Burnell Mayer Law, Excellence in Dentistry, Home Service Title, Independent Pump and Seal, ITW Food Equipment Group, the ITW APG Warehouse Division, Kettering Health Network, Sydney Electric, Stony Ridge, Veterinary Service, Superior Credit Union, Troy Car Star, Troy Music Game. And thank you to our gold sponsor, you to all of our sponsors.
Hopefully the mic's not picking up all that I'm hearing, but clearly some frustration over there with the Trojans. All right, they switch ends. Tristan Miramontes now on the north end of the rink, keeping that goal. Brady Smith lining up for the face-off with Harrison Barn on wing. Condi and Sexton on defense. Send it back to Sexton. He sends it up to Barnes. Ends up running down deep in Mason's zone. Mason coming away with it. Luke Harris with it, trying to bring it to center. Sends it across. Barnes picks it up. He sends it out across center. Nobody quite ready for it. He took that shot just before Harris was able to get across the line. So it was a great shot off the leg pads of the goalie, but ended up being Harris wasn't quite back, so they couldn't quite play the puck yet without tagging up. All right, Ian Francis not taking the face off. Ethan Beidle and Eli Winning on wing. Still Sexton and Condi out for defense. Beidle knocks him off the puck. And, oof. Condi chips it on forward, bounce pass. It ended up hitting the wall kind of funny. Oh, Beidle takes a big hit from number 98. Take a number, fellas. Trojans trying to clear the zone. It comes out center ice. Mason tags up. Down in the Mason zone now. Francis Knott sends it out to center. Sexton saved the blue line, but he took a big hit for it. Centered up. Oh, Beidle was trying to get that shot off, just got disrupted enough. He couldn't quite get the shot off. Battle at the red line, trying to turn it. Oh, and that backhanded shot wasn't any good. Went wide. Mason drawing back, sends it across. Francis not going in to block it. Now it's free. Shot blocked on the leg pads, trying to turn it around. Sends it back to the point, the blue line. Sexton with a shot. Definitely high sticking there, but not called. Now Mason comes away with it. Oh, he sent it across center, but his guy wasn't there. There's going to be a call here. Andrew Condi's going to take a call here. It's coming at 12:37. I didn't catch what the call was. What was that call for?
Looked like it was
Hooking?
Yeah.
Okay. So Trojans now on a penalty kill.
First penalty comes in. 2:23 last time in the second period. Number 12, Andrew Condi, a 2-minute minor for hooking minor. Condi of the Trojans coming at 2:23 of the second.
So Mason sending it across down for icing in the bringing it back down to the Mason end. Cooper Sexton disagreed with the call to call the icing, but all right, still shorthanded for another minute 36. So Brady Smith in to take it in the dark end and sends it around the wall. Harris will pick it up. Sends it out to center. Brady Smith pinching him off at the wall. Takes a stick away too. Oh. Sexton cleared him off. Clear that fell off the puck. That was number 5 again. One who had come in and threw a punch earlier. All right, Will Barnes sends it back across the neutral ice. Brady Smith down deep, put pressure on. Mason sends it out. Cooper Sexton dumps it down and around the boards behind the net. Now Harris going in for some pressure on. They trade off and Eli Winning goes in for pressure. Now Mason comes away, enters the zone. All right, good save by Miramontes, but I gotta say the Troy Trojans there left a clean open lane for that guy to shoot in. Left it for quite a while. All right, Francis Knott for the face-off. Winning, Sexton and Barnes out there on this penalty kill. Still got 28 seconds going in this penalty kill. Back at the point, Mason sends it across, but he fanned on it. All right, just can't quite get a hold of that puck. Sexton kicks it away, clears the zone just barely. All right, 5 seconds on the penalty kill. Oh, they left him open. They're leaving it open. Tondy's free again. Oh, it's in. Oh, man, guys. Too close, way too close. Sexton picks it up, chips it on down, sends it to the other end. Gonna be icing. We'll take a moment just to say that any music heard on this broadcast is incidental to filming in a public location. The Troy Varsity Hockey Boosters have no control over it. Neither does Troy High School or anybody involved with this live stream. All right, Brady Smith takes the face-off, chips it out, clears the zone. Put pressure on, but everybody got a little deep, and Mason got a hold of it. There's another, oh, and they tied it up. They tied it up. All right, I figured out a way to have it delayed on my phone, so I'm going to watch this one again, but yeah, they just left this guy out there. That goal comes at 10:05. So now tie game with 10:05 in the second. Trojans have faded a little bit, and Mason's picked it up a little bit, and now got a very tight game. Seems like here in the last 6 or 8 minutes of play.
A goal at 4:55 of the second.
Seems like in the last 10 minutes of play or so, Troy's just had trouble keeping it on their stick. Had trouble getting through Mason. Mason back. Sexton trying to get it out of the corner, get control. Sends it back, clears the zone. No icing. Barnes going in for it. He chips it back behind the net. Mason draws back deep again. Harris keeping pressure on. Mason sends it across. Number 25 was open. He sends it on net. And good stop again by Miramontes. Brady Smith with charge. Sends it out to center. Oh, Mason comes away with it. Sexton putting pressure on. They kept everybody tied up, but still haven't cleared the zone. There they clear it. And it's back there to Brady Smith. He's got it, got it, got it. Shot, wide. Carson Smith putting it toward the net, but can keep control of it. Eli Winning puts pressure on in the corner. Mason bounced past forward, but Sexton got in there. Still open, guys. It's still there. They did a good job keeping everything disrupted, but got to clear that zone. There it is. Definitely Troy's had a lot of work cut out for him here, letting him get so close to the net. There's another drive from Mason, and a shot from a distance wide. All right, 7:23 in the second period, still tied game 3-3. Forward to Brady Smith, but he's trying to center it back up. Around to Barnes, got behind him on the boards. Mason comes away with it. They've got a lot of open ice. Cooper Sexton trying to get in there to keep it disrupted. He sends it around the boards. There's a call. Oh, net had come off. No penalty, it looks like. They'll line up down in the Trojan zone. .6:59 in the second period. All right, Brady Smith with that face-off. He chipped it back to the blue line. Sexton sends it around the wall. Will Barnes picking it up. He clears the zone. It's up forward to Brady. Shot, still there, still there. Oh! Guys, one more, come on. Connie brings it back behind the net. Sends it around the boards to Barnes. Mason. Connie keeps it in the neutral zone. Mason chips it down in. Sexton to Barnes. Barnes to Harris. Harris makes a drive. Comes in, sends it back to the center slot. Brady put a little hit on. He didn't have to put a lot of pressure. That fella still went down. Connie puts a hit up against the boards. We're leaving too much open ice there, fellas. Too much. Brady Smith on a drive. Out across. Faked a shot. Shoot it. Right to the goalie. All right. Trojans keep leaving opportunities for Mason. Fortunately, Tristan Miramontes has been on it, but lots of times they're letting these Mason guys get way too close to the goal. This face-off, Ian Francis Knott. Got Eli Winning and Ethan Beidel on wing. Across to Winning. Oh, it's still loose in front. Centered up to Mason across. Oh, what a mess. All right, this gives a chance for Spirito to get on it. He sends it across ice, out across, and bounces off the other wall. Goes around the wall. Beidel will pick it up. Send it right back to the point, guys. Right back to the point. Clear is going to be icing. All right, Brady Smith for this face-off. Got Barnes and Harris on wing, Spirito Sexton on defense. And it clears the zone. Luke Harris charging in with speed and power and all around. Yeah. Oh. That one blocked the lineup down at the dark corner, and Brady Smith, Barnes, and Harris on wing. Spirito Sexton still on D. Mason comes away with it, sends it down deep in the Trojan zone. Miramontes gets a glove on it, stops the play. 4:10 left in the second period. Brady Smith for the face-off again. Chip it out, clear the zone. Brady Smith comes away with it, there he enters. Harris sends it on net, gets blocked. Mason's defense. Miramontes passes it off for Sexton to pick up. He drives right up the center, sends up to Barnes. Mason comes away with it. Spirito got in there, got in the way, so they're going to get a call. This call is going to be against number 5, Mason. And coming at 3:36. Cross check. So 2-minute minor going up on the boards. And Trojans now on a power play. Perfect opportunity. All right, Francis Knott coming in for this face-off. Winning and Harris on wing. Brady Smith and Cooper Sexton out on defense. Francis Knott sends it back to Cooper Sexton.
11:24 elapsed time in the second period. Number 5, Peter Marietta, with a minor 2-minute penalty for cross-check. Cross-check, 2 minutes. Marietta of the Comets, number 5, 11:24.
Guys left the puck there. You left the puck. Miramontes was on it. He sends it over to Harris. Harris with a good drive, sends it back. Sexton from the point. Skates in. Spins his circle. Comes out across. Oh, tried to send it to Smith, but it got caught there by one of the Mason guys. Cross to Harris. Harris with a shot. Clean it up, guys. Clean it up. Mason sends it back down to the other end. Francis not coming in. Trying to get it up. The guys are positioned in the slot there in front of the crease, but wasn't able to get it to him. Guys were Mason sends it around the boards. Eli Winning to pick it up. Sends it across to Barnes. Barnes had to ready himself for a hit, but the number 3 from Mason ended up taking the worst of that. So there we go. Barnes dumped it deep. It's at the boards. Barnes fighting it off the boards. Mason came away, sent a picker back behind the blue line, and he ended up being offside, so had to get off. Now Sexton on a drive, taking advantage of that line change. He gets knocked off over to the boards, trying to dodge the. Oh, he sent it up on to the crease, but couldn't make most of it. So Mason comes away. Bounce pass it off. Barnes knocks him off the puck. Oh boy. Great move. Mason sends it up into the rafters. He wanted to send an airmail. I don't think he intended to go that high. I think that might be the highest puck I've ever seen in this building. So Mason's back at full strength. We got 45 seconds left in the period. Harris taking this face off. Beidel and Carson Smith on wing. Mason sends it around. Condi picks it up the blue line, sends it forward again, but Mason intercepts. Number 3 for Mason taking a big drive. Condi's on him, keeping him against the wall, pinched him off. It's out front, guys. Come on. One on, Sexton. Harris gets it. He sends it on forward. Mason picks it up in the neutral zone. 9 seconds. Bounces it off the wall, but Mason comes away with it. Called an offside there. 3 seconds on the clock for the second period. There's the end of the second period. All right.
The second period, we're all tied up 3-3. 3 for the Comets, 3 for the Trojans. On behalf of the Troy Trojans and the Troy Hockey Boosters, we would like to thank the following Trojan bronze sponsors for their continued support. Thank you to Abbey Credit Union, Milwaukee Edward Jones, Buckeye Bricks, Comprehensive Dentistry of Troy, Canine Creations, Dunlap and Lefevre LPA, Irwin Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Fisher TV Funeral Home, Greenville National Bank, Arlo Builders, Kerber Sheet Metal, Knuckleheads Barber Company, Lightner and Stickle CPA, Oak and Arrow Beauty Room, Park National Bank, Primary Eye Care Associates, SM O'Neill Construction, That Trash Guy, Troy Lions Club, and the Whatcom Mechanical Incorporated. Again, thank you, sponsors, for all your help from the Troy Hockey Boosters and the Troy Athletics Department.
Tough game, huh?
Yeah. I thought they were doing well at the beginning, and then they lost it all.
Yeah. They started playing pretty hard.
right, welcome back, everyone. Players taking the ice again. Looking at a quick recap of the game, Troy Trojans started out super strong, scored 3 goals, one right after the other, one at 12:49. That was Cooper Sexton from Anthony Spirito. Second goal was at 12:21, and that was Luke Harris from Brady Smith. And then at 11:17, a third goal, that was Cooper Sexton from Ethan Beidel, from Ian Francis Knott. And not long after, Mason answered back with one of their own goals at 9:57 in the period. And then the first penalty of the game came at 2:55 left in the first period, and that was number 25 for interference on Mason. Then Mason came in, scored their second goal when they got back to full strength with just 30 seconds on the clock left in the third period, and that was from number 25. Shots on goal at the end of the first period were 12-10 by my count. I think it's a little different up on the board. Then second period, number 12, Andrew Condi, got a hooking call with 12:37 left in the period. Trojans successfully killed that penalty, but at 10:05, Mason scored goal number 3, tied the game up. And then at 3:36 left in the second period, number 5 from Mason took a cross-check penalty. Shots on goal in the second were 8 for Troy Trojans and 10 for Mason. So currently stands at 20 shots on goal for both. They're showing 18 and 18 on the scoreboard, but I was counting 20. So here we start this third period. Let's see how everybody comes out. Certainly Trojans look pretty frustrated coming off, having some struggles with getting connected and keeping Mason back in their own defensive zone. All right, heading out to line up. Brady Smith taking this face-off. Luke Harris and looks like Will Barnes out on wing. Condi and Sexton on D. Sexton picks it up, sends it back. Mason was there for it. No, there's a chance. Harris trying to get it. Brady Smith holds the line, sends it around the corner to Barnes. Brady Smith in there trying to help Barnes out. He almost came away with it. Luke Harris picks it up, sends it out in the center. Sexton with a score. There it is. All right. That coming at 14:30. I believe that was Sexton from Harris from, I think it was Barnes. Let's see how they credit it. On here, Brady Smith had it and ended up off it, so he's back up on the boards trying to dig it off the corner. They're centered up. Where's it at? Mason comes away, sends it cross ice. Condi got in the way. Harris.
30 seconds. He last time in the third period. Number 4.
There's another.
Sexton. That's a hat trick. Giving assist number 7, Luke Harris. And number 25, Will Barnes. Barnes to Harris to Sexton. That's 30 seconds into the third period.
All right, and that second goal, let's see how they credit that one. That's definitely a hat trick for Cooper Sexton. Last time against Mason, Brady Smith had a hat trick. All right, Ian Francis not coming in for the face-off. Carson Smith and Eli Winning out on wing. Got Condi and Sexton on defense.
Trojan goal comes at 1:05 last time in the third period. Number 8, Brady Smith with the goal. Giving assist number 25, Will Barnes. Barnes to Smith at 1:05 of the third.
So that goal credited to Brady Smith from Will Barnes. Getting lined up down in the dark corner. Sexton brings it around behind the Trojan net. Trying to clear that zone. On the left it loose. There's a one-timer. Sexton down on his knees, still took it. Blocked that shot. Trojans trying to get it in the zone. There it enters. Francis Knott goes in for some pressure. Mason comes away. Winning fighting for it at the boards. Chips it into Carson Smith. Oh, he tried to get a shot off quickly. There's one on net. It's going to be up and out of play. I'm not sure they credited that shot on goal right there, but I put it down. Yep, they put it up. 12:43 in the third period, 5-3 game for Troy Trojans. Spirito holding the line. Harris dumps it back deep into the corner. Centered up, it's right there. I'll try it again. Oh, stopping the play. Goalie's down on the ice. Looked like the came off the post. Getting up now. Shot right there. Mason's goalie dives again. He gets on it. So Trojans keeping the pressure up. Will Barnes going to take this face off. Hold the zone. There, Will Barnes put another one on net. Oh, Brady Smith and Mason guy go down. Harris sends it back around the corner. Barnes putting pressure on. Mason with a run on it. Sexton tracking to it. Brady Smith picks it up, makes a big charge. Back to Harris. Harris trying to get it. Oh, Barnes took the shot and deflected up and over. Mason on a drive across the neutral ice. Sexton tracking him. Oh, dangled out across the crease there. Gonna be icing call. Troy's been holding the momentum here early in the period. Ian Francis Knott taking this face off with Ethan Beidel and Luke Harris on wing. Condi and Sexton on defense. Francis Knott takes it into the zone, spins it around, but Mason got it. They're on a drive, tried to get a shot off. Condi got his stick on it, and they deflect out. Sexton out to Beidel. Beidel takes it off the wall and sends it over to Ian. Puck's still loose. Beidel tips it down deep. Picks it up, sends it over the corner. Cross gets picked up by Winning. Beidle sends it over to, there's a shot, Sexton. There's a brief moment there where one of their defensemen interfered with their goalie and had an opportunity, but couldn't quite capitalize on that. Line change for the Trojans. So Condi and Sexton on defense. Harris and Barnes out front with Brady Smith. Mason cleared the zone. Sexton will pick it up, take it behind the Trojan net. Tried to come up the center. Sends it out to the side. Harris gets a run. He sends it back to center, but nobody was quite ready for it. And there it's loose. Mason across the ice. Neutral zone. Mason just dumps it deep. Delayed offsides. Still haven't fully tagged up there. First took him a bit. Sexton trying to skate through 4 guys. Centers up. Up to Smith. Smith with the shot. Blocked. All right, Trojans came out here for the third period to really play, and not sure what was said in the locker room. It seems like they're picking it back up from the slump they went through there in the second period. So Francis Knott taking the face-off. Carson Smith on wing, along with Eli Winning. Got Spirito Sexton on defense. One-timer, wide. Winning with an excellent battle at the boards. Keeps trying to come away with it. Mason ends up getting it. Carson Smith holds it at the blue line, sends it on net. Mason gloves down. If they keep Mason down in their defensive end, they can shut this game down. 8:59 left in the third. Francis Knott for the face-off. Carson Smith and Eli Winning out on wing. Sexton and Spirito on D. Francis Knott taking a little cross-check in the back there. Back to Sexton at the point. He sends it back deep. Oh, tried to send it deep again. And scuff all through the neutral ice. Spirito sends it and then takes a big hit. It's going to get physical. This is going to be a rough period, it looks like. Francis Knott sends it down toward the net, out wide. Looks like Mason's going to try to step up the physicality here. It's been a mostly clean game. There have been some hits laid, and they've been mostly clean hits. All right, Mason on a breakaway. Sexton, and Sexton's going to take a call for that one. And take an interference call. So that comes 7:51. Oh, it's going to be a slashing. All right, Trojans now on a penalty kill. So Will Barnes, Luke Harris, Spirito, and Brady Smith out there. Deflected away. That shot was deflected away. Harris ices it down the other end. Brady Smith pick it up, send it back down again.
Trojans moving into 7:49 next time in the third period, number 4. Cooper Sexton, 2-minute minor for slashing. Slashing minor. Sexton and the Trojans comes at 7:49.
Smith sends it by airmail back down to the other end. Brady Smith sends it back behind all the Mason players again. Harris going in deep to put some pressure on. Sends it out to the crease. Barnes trying to work it. Keeps it in, but Mason gets a hold of it. They dump it down in the corner. Spirit of the other corner, he sends it back. Harris picks it up, sends it back down low again. Kind of like watching a tennis match back and forth here. 6:22 left in the period. Mason on the drive. Got 27 seconds left in the penalty kill. Mason getting in close. There's a deflected one. Good stop, Miramontes. There it is. Oh, yeah! Short-handed goal. Eli Winning. Excellent. Excellent job. That was hustle right there. That was hustle right there. 6-3 game now. That comes at 6:06. All right. What a great shorthanded goal there for Eli Winning. All right, Ian Francis not taking the face off. Got Winning, Carson Smith, and Andrew Condi out on D. Condi sends it around the wall. There is another. Here's another opportunity. It's loose. There's another shot.
Unassisted. Winning of the Trojans comes at 8:54.
Francis not got caught up at the, they're going to call something. All right, calling number 10. So this comes at 5:35. Cooper Sexton is out. So Trojans on a power play. Chance to score again. Luke Harris taking the face off. He kicks it back to Sexton. He has a wide open opportunity there, but number 4 closed that gap. Brady Smith up, but Carson Smith lost his footing. Mason now on the drive. Sexton catches it, drops it, sends it back out. He sends it down to Harris. Harris with a shot, and it's in! That goal coming at 5:10. That frees up teams back to even strength. So currently a 7-3 game, 5:10 left in period 3. Shots on goal 32 for the Troy Trojans. Actually, I think I have 33. 20. Currently standing at 23 for Mason. I've got a little bit different count than what's on the board. Brady Smith sends it forward. Barnes sends it. All right. We're going to line up down in Mason's end. All right, Francis not taking the face off. Got Winning and Beidle out on wing. Sexton and Condi on D. Sexton brings it around the boards. Oh, Mason fanned on it. Ian Francis, he had an opportunity, lost his footing. Right there's one. Still loose. Still there, guys. Francis not ready to shoot. Oh, he sends it up there. Everybody's still kind of getting regrouped after that. All the traffic kind of got confused. Mason comes away with it, though, on a drive. He centered it up, but Francis not did the right thing. He chipped it right out to the corner. Trojans clear the zone. Sexton picks it up behind the net, 4:10 on the clock. Beidle sends it back to Sexton. Sexton sends it up the middle to Francis Knott. Hit his stick there at the red line, so there's no icing. Francis Knott working to wrap around, trying to wrap around. Lost his footing there. I think he's due for a skate sharpening. Mason working his way through. Cooper Sexton just puts it right to him and knocks him off the puck. Connie fighting in the corner. He makes his own run. Oh, takes a big hit. Oh. Trojans send it back to the other end for icing. As they line up down in the Trojan end. Looks like Brady Smith's going to come in and take the face-off. He'll have Harrison Barnes on wing, Spirito Sexton on defense. 3:27 left in the period. Brady Smith's been winning those face-offs in the sense of chipping it right out of there and forward pretty consistently. Spirito chips it down deep. Going to be icing. Brady Smith coming in for the face-off. Chips it forward again. He's pretty consistent with that on his face-offs. Barnes trying to work it off the boards. Smith now sends it back. Mason picks it up, taps it out to number 3. He's on a drive. Sexton hip checks him hard in the boards. Hard hit. Spirito sends it back out of the zone to Brady Smith. If he can get to it, it's going to be icing. Spirito's putting a little too much fire behind it. All right, 7-3, still 7-3. 2:39 left in the third period. Bit of a tennis match back and forth, end to end. Francis Knott coming in to take the face-off. Winning and Carson Smith out on wing. That shot wide by Mason. Sexton sends it down deep, going to be icing again. See down at the other end, I see some of the Bantam players lined up from the Troy Bruins. Looks like they'll be up next on the ice. Francis Knott takes the face off. Mason with a shot. I heard the post. Heard the post. Got behind Miramontes. He kind of sat himself back down on it. Francis Knott take the face off. Smith and Winning on wing. Sexton and Spirito on D. Spirito up in the corner, holds the guy up there. Back to him again. He sends it back around to Winning. Francis Knott was coming away with it. Cleared the zone. Mason not calling Mason to tag up. That's definitely a think of delayed offsides, but Sexton makes a run. Out across. Oh, it's so close. They're going to call him. This is going to be against 98 Mason. That comes at 1:56, so Trojans are on the power play the rest of the game unless they score. Francis not taking the face off. Harrison winning out on wing. Sexton and Brady Smith on defense. Sexton forward to winning. Winning back to Brady. Brady Smith ends up in the corner. The referee kind of getting in the way. Francis Knott sends out to the boards to hold the blue line, but it comes free anyway. Brady Smith going down to get it down deep. Minute 30 counting down. Making another run on it. Sends it back to the center. Sexton at the point. Sends it across to Brady Smith. He chips it forward. Harris going out to pull it off the boards. Sends it around again behind. Well, back to Francis Knott. He shoots. In there. In there. Number 8. Goal number 8. That comes at 1:01. All right. Now 8-3 Trojans. Trojans really hunting down this win tonight. This is definitely does a lot to secure them a first seed position in the end of the season tournament. Next critical game is against Alter. Carson Smith coming out for the face-off. Sentman and Scalise out on wing.
Eli Wynn with the goal. With an assist to number 8, Brady Smith. And number 14, Ian Francis Knott. Ian Francis Knott to Smith. To winning at 13.
Sorry, I called that wrong back on that goal. They credited that goal to Eli Winning, who's number 24. I think I called it for Ian Francis Knott at first, who's number 14. I think I misread the jerseys, so correction there. That number 8 goal was Eli Winning from Brady Smith from Ian Francis Knott. Brady Smith take the face off. Carson Smith comes away with it. Out to Scalise. Scalise sends it toward the net. Brady Smith tried to tip it. Trojans got to back up. Kyle McGurk out there, he's backed up. Everybody's tagged up now. Scalise took that one. Critical win. Critical win. All right. Last home game next Sunday night, February 2nd, 5:45. Be here for Alter. And that'll be a highly critical game toward the seeding of the tournament at the end of the season. So, again, final score tonight, Troy Trojans 8, Mason 3. Shots on goal I had at 37, 24. A little different on the scoreboard. So we appreciate you joining us. We'll be live streaming every game from here on out. If you're not able to come and join us in person, please join us on the live stream. Have a great night, everybody.